Hey guys, it's me Christian. Welcome back to another video on my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 12 high school tips slash advice. So my high school is 9th to 12th graders. So this can go in the range of freshmen to sophomores. So 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. But this is mostly for like underclassmen. So freshmen and sophomores. I have all the advices on my phone right here. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first one I have on this list is you don't need a lot of friends to survive high school. So you only need like 2-3 friends. Like, just because someone has a lot of friends does not mean they're popular. You do not need to be popular in high school. Like, I'd rather have just like 2 friends that I can focus on and just not like involve so much drama, because I feel like the more friends you have, the more like fake your friends get, the more they leave, the more they do things behind your back that they don't like, and it's kind of hard to keep up with all your friends when you have like a big group. I just feel like when you're going into high school, don't expect everyone to be your friend. Like, the upperclassmen are most likely not gonna want you. Like, if you're an underclassman, they're probably not gonna like want you. And just like make sure you have like 2 close friends. You can talk to people, but they not like be your friend, you know? Yeah, like, you don't need to be popular, you don't need to be put out there, you don't need to have so much attention just like to be well known or just to have a lot of friends. I feel like you're just dragging it on and you're doing way too much. Like, you guys, some of y'all in high school, y'all act so popular when in reality y'all probably have like 2 real friends that probably don't leave your side at all. All those other friends, they're probably gonna leave your side to soon time graduate or whatever you do after high school. So yeah, you don't need a lot of friends. I could personally care less about how many friends I have. I don't even keep up with how many friends I have, but yeah, that's just a word of my advice. So the second one is get your work turned in on time. Even if you don't get it done on time, turn it in so you can receive some credit for it. Like, I'd rather just have like some credit than an actual 0 in the grade book. And also, this helps your average. Like, just make sure you're getting on top of your work, you're turning it in the best you can, you're letting your teachers know like if you're not going to be able to turn a certain assignment in, so they know to like not mark a 0 for that assignment. And usually the teachers give you until like Friday at 11:59 to turn everything in, or like even the last 6 weeks of a grading period. So yeah, just make sure you're doing it on time, or at least decently on time. Make sure you're turning it in, make sure you're receiving grades and credit for those assignments, because I don't think anyone here wants 0s for a grade you could have easily turned in, or an assignment you could have easily done. I just feel like if you're a really like bad like person to remember to do assignments, make sure you like type it in your notes or remind yourself that you need to turn these assignments in. And if you just like forget easily, make sure you turn some reminders on, so that can help you as well. The third one is ask questions in class if you don't know about something. Do not be afraid to ask a question. Those teachers are there to help you answer any questions and help you on homework assignments or classwork assignments. And even if you feel like it's a stupid question that you're gonna get laughed about in class, don't worry about what other people in your class have to think about the question, because that question is for your own personal sake. It's for you to get an answer from. And I feel like I was the main one who needs to work on this. I literally do need to work on this, because I would be like so bad at like answering or giving out questions. I don't know, I'm just not the type of person to ask questions in the class, and I still need to work on that, and I'm gonna try to work on that this year. But yeah, even if you like don't feel comfortable asking it in front of the class, maybe email your teacher the question, or maybe stay after class or like in the beginning of class and ask your teacher the question, because as as soon as you get the answer to your question, it's gonna help you out so much, and it'll make your life so much easier, and you'll be so relieved that you asked your teacher something that you probably wouldn't have asked if it was around a full class. So if you guys aren't like comfortable doing it around a full class, then just do it like before, after school, or give your teacher a little email asking them a question about like the lesson or something. The fourth one is pick fun electives that will interest you. So if you're like interested in like photography, take like photography classes, graphic design classes, art like type classes. And yeah, so I don't think you guys want like random electives on your like schedule. Yeah, you may not know what like other electives to do, but just like look on your schedule and look at like what electives might interest you by just the title of what it is. Like if you are interested in dancing, take like a dance class. If you're interested in gaming, take like animation, gaming, video design, because I know like a lot of schools have those type of electives now. So yeah, pick fun electives that you will actually like and you'll like actually do, and you'll actually like going to that class for, and that will like suit you and what you want to do after high school. Because those electives, like some of them, they're based off like what you want to do after high school, you know, that's why they're there. So the fifth one is use your time wisely and don't waste it. Like if you have time to do like homework in class, take that advantage and do it. That's what I did. Like I would take my time, I would do it in class, and like I would literally be like the first or second one to turn in homework assignments, because yeah, homework is basically for home, but if you have the opportunity, I really do recommend you guys like use your time wisely. Don't waste it, because the more you waste it, the more you're not going to be able to get what you need to get done in time, and you're just going to start running out of time, and then you're going to start pushing back all these things that you need to get done, and it's just not going to go well. So use your time wisely. And I know some people, they might have like a hard time using their time wisely, and just take advantages and take opportunities that your teachers give you. If your teachers tell you to only do like these certain questions on your homework assignment or a classwork assignment, take that opportunity. Don't do the full page. If they even ask you to do it for extra credit, don't do it for extra credit, because there's probably going to be much more like extra credit opportunity depending on the teacher. The sixth one is do your homework. Homework is not really that hard. Homework is only for practice, and the plus about this is that homework does not count in the grade book as much as it counts for like tests. Most homework assignments, they're literally on Google. You can Google the question and it will be on Google, especially if it's like a history, algebra, or like English class, then it's easy to cheat on. Just do your homework. Like I don't think you want a bad grade just for not doing a simple homework assignment that you could have got done in like 10 to 20 minutes. I really just recommend you guys turn it in on time as well, or turn it in shortly after the due date if it's not done on time, because there were a lot of people in my chemistry class, they would not do the homework on time. They would turn it in like a few days later, or even like a week or two later. I was like, you guys need to stay on top of your stuff. If you forget to even check fact that you have homework, make a list in your notes of what you need to do after school. Say you need to clean your room, do your homework, take a shower, and stuff like that. Make sure you like write it down in your notes if you're a very forgetful person. The next one is build relationships with your teachers and staff. So I feel like the more you get to know your teachers and staff, the more they'll recognize you, and the more they will actually want to say hi, hello, the more they'll actually like want to actually talk to you. And yeah, just find that right teacher. Find that one teacher you can always go to like talk to them about like boys or like drama or like family. And I know that stuff is more so for like counselors, but teachers are also there to help you for that type of stuff. So find a teacher that is willing to actually talk to you about that stuff, and just get to know your teachers and how they are and how they teach and what they do in their classes, because some teachers are really strict. They're not going to give you the best advice, but other teachers, they might like give you very good advice. They might like just change your mind and change the whole world and change the perspective of what you were wanting help on. So I feel like that's also a really good thing. I did make a really good connection with 2 of my teachers that I'm gonna have again, so I'm really glad I'm gonna have them again. Yeah, just build a good relationship with the staff too, with the principal, with like your AP, your counselor, and yeah, because they'll actually recognize you by your name and your face and not just recognize you by like who you are, you know. And make sure they get to know your personality as well, and make sure you're open about like who you are as like time goes on. So the next one is, if you're an underclassman, talk to upperclassmen that are in your class. I know I said in the beginning of this video that the upperclassmen aren't gonna want you, but like not all of them are gonna want you. That's a fact. Find a upperclassman that will help you throughout high school, and even after they graduate, I'm sure you can get their like number, or you can get their like social media, and they can help you throughout high school and with college decisions, because they're way ahead of you. They most likely know more about like high school and like college, since they're getting ready to go to college. And I would recommend like finding one friend in like your class that's like a senior to like just be buddies with, because I just feel like that will make your high school time so much easier. It'll make your life so much easier, because they give out like very good advice and they know more about like the school and like what it is, and they'll actually help you out, rather than like if you're talking to a freshman when you're a freshman, they're not gonna know much about high school because they just got into school, or they're not gonna know much about college just because they're only a freshman. So yeah, just get with like 1 or 2 upperclassmen and you'll be set for high school. So the next one is, don't stress yourself out, or what the teachers say, stress yourself out, because this is gonna give you more pressure. This is gonna scare you way more than it needs to. What the teachers say, they might exaggerate on. Like they might say like high school is like the worst time of your life, which it kind of is, but like don't believe what they say. Like don't believe that. It might seem like it's the worst time of your life, but you're gonna meet so many new people, you're gonna meet like so many amazing teachers. It's gonna be fun at some points. Towards the end of your high school time, it does start to get a little funner, and right now you might seem like it's really boring if you're like an underclassman, but just don't stress yourself out with all the work they're giving you, with all the homework. And this goes to my juniors out there, as I'm saying this as I'm going into junior year, so I need to speak for myself too. But don't stress yourself out with like all these college decisions and AP tests and upper classes. Even if you're not taking the upper class, that does not mean you're dumb. That does not mean you're not smart, because some people just don't like challenging themselves and they don't have that ability to learn like other people. So yeah, just don't stress yourself out. It's gonna make you like worse than ever, and it's gonna make your mental health really bad. It's gonna go downhill really quickly. So I just feel like just stay as like positive as possible, even if like you feel so much weight on you. Just don't stress too much about it, because it's gonna make high school really bad for you. Like trust me, it most definitely is. The second to last one is, get enough sleep. Most people, they stay up until like 1-2 a.m. watching TV, watching their favorite shows, and some actually do productive things like homework, study. Not like anyone studies nowadays. They do useful things. And I know there are times where you're gonna have to stay up studying for this big test you have, this big unit test, this big, I don't know, homework assignment that you need to get done, and it's like 50 questions. And yeah, those times it's acceptable. Just try to get sleep, especially on the days you have like a big test or like a state test. Make sure you get some good sleep on those days, because you don't want to go to school really tired and you not do well on the test. So alright, the last one is a must need, and it is, don't compare yourself to others. This one is a really good one, because everyone is different their own way in high school. There are so many people surrounding you, and don't try to like fit in just because you're not like that other person, because you are you, and that's what makes you unique. Just because someone else has a car, a mansion, doesn't mean you need to compare yourself. from what car you have and what house you have, because as long as you're living under a roof and you're getting taken care of as best as possible, that's literally all that matters. Because comparing yourself is gonna like not make you look bad, but it's gonna like affect you in the long run. I used to do this all the time with like family, friends, and yeah, I just don't like when others compare me to others as well. Like if someone compares me to someone else, I don't like that. It's just like, why do you need to compare me, you know? Yeah, don't compare yourself to others, because everyone is different and unique and not everyone is the same. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, be sure to smash that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, turn the little notification bell right beside the subscribe button to be notified every time I post, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.